Two of the top 4 seeds we began this playoff journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he takes this from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Behind the line, it spurts. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Garcia. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
They'll kick it away here. They'll down this ball just outside the 30-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their force to the half. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands. It's Glass. He He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Terrapins are going to keep this drive moving. Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Terrapins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Terrapins are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pressure is coming. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. They strike first in this national title bout. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Oregon State's offense drops back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Beavers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. looking to pass. It's Garcia. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Brings up third down.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Ball fielded near the 35. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. The running back here in a direct snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And there's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down. Well, Kirk, Maryland has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Beavers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to pass. It's Garcia. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, Chris, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face 3rd down and short. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Garcia. Pitch made on the left side.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. The quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pulls it in. It's 4. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense comes up on 1st down now. They get new life thanks to the defensive holding penalty on 3rd down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Garcia. That's caught. It's Booth. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That ball snagged for a completion. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down. We're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Beavers will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joyner. And he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense...
It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's White. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those mid.
Touchdown, Maryland. They are pouring it on now.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Here's the handoff. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Nowhere to run up the middle.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to throw. It's Garcia. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses it. That's when you go back.
Oh, it's a fake, trying to run for it. 3rd down attempt, unsuccessful. They'll punt it away. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position. Excellent field position here for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's a draw. Runs through the defender. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. Cannot connect. Incomplete on now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. To throw, it's Garcia. Grab down the middle, it's Booth. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Explosive play brings up a 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a convert.
He fakes it, now looks to throw. He lets it go. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. Gamble does not work at all, and the punter showing why he's not the quarterback. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Hand off to the back. Breaks free. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something
headed for the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Terrapins.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The Beavers will bring their punt team onto the field. Hunter comes out. Remember, he faked it earlier. That was unsuccessful. And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Glass. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll feed the back again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Direct snap. Powers through. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Well, Kirk, Maryland has the lead here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. The Terrapins will line up now. It's first and goal. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the